Dr. Robert Stein here with the Body Mechanics series. Today we're going to talk about the part 3 of adrenal fatigue and adrenal glands. Quick recap, adrenal glands are located on the superior aspect of the kidneys. They produce cortisol and they produce your hormones, as we talked before. Adrenal fatigue causes the body to be weak, low energy, sexual issues, low immune system. What happens is with adrenal fatigue, what we're going to talk about, how it can affect the thyroid. This is very, very important because a lot of people are on thyroid medication. They're on Armour thyroid, they're on Synthroid. Because what happens is the doctor sees that your TSH is going at a higher number. When your TSH is going past 2, what's happening is your thyroid hormone is starting to show that you're having a thyroid weakness and you're producing less thyroid hormone. But what happens is the adrenal glands have to be running optimal. The adrenal glands, when they're running optimal, makes the T4 go into T3 and makes you produce thyroid hormone. You have to get your adrenal glands checked before you deal with your thyroid. Low adrenal function, everybody get this, this is really important. Low adrenal function makes you produce less thyroid hormone. So if you're producing less thyroid hormone, the doctor's putting you on a thyroid medication or an Armour thyroid, a desiccation of the thyroid, you have to make sure it's not the adrenal glands. Because if you have the low adrenals, you will produce less thyroid hormone. So it's very, very important you don't go into thyroid medicine until you make sure you're fixing the right problem. So what happens is if you have a TSH, thyroid stimulating hormones, produced in the pituitary, what happens is the perfect number for a TSH is around 1.3, 1.2, 1.3. If you're going above 2, the pathological high is 4. But if you're going above 2, 2.2, that means you're going in the wrong direction with your TSH. That means you're starting to produce less thyroid hormone. So what you want to do is, it's opposite. So the higher your TSH is, the less thyroid hormone you're producing. The lower your TSH is, if it goes like 0.5, the more thyroid hormone you're producing. So if you're on a thyroid medication, if you're on Synthroid or Armour thyroid, and you get your TSH level back, and it's at 0.5 right here, that means you have too much thyroid hormone. You're having too much Synthroid. Your dose is too high. If you're above 2, what you want to do is you want to address the adrenals, get a 4-point cortisol test to make sure they're all right. If they're all right, your adrenals are fine, it's not coming from your adrenals. The other avenue, which I'm going to talk about next, is your brain. Because what happens is the brain sends the message to the thyroid produces thyroid hormone. So if the brain is not running efficiently, then what's happening is your thyroid hormone will start being low, your TSH will start going up, and it's going to be either the brain or the adrenal glands that normally cause thyroid issues. Everybody's thyroid just doesn't start weakening. It's just the boogeyman doesn't throw the thyroid into where it's going dysfunctional. It's coming from some other place. It's not just one area in the body. Everything is interrelated. All different areas correlate to assimilate to give you what's going on, the ramification of what you're doing as a body as a whole. A little big word, sorry about that. But the key is you have to address the adrenal glands and you have to address the brain if you have a TSH and a thyroid issue. Number one thing, if you learn from that video, I'm going to talk more about the brain in my next videos, but what we're going to do is continue with adrenal fatigue, and what we're going to do is we're going to really start worrying about the activity. People are going to look at me and go, I'm crazy on this next segment, but regarding exercise and cardio, when you do more than 20 minutes of cardio at a high heart rate, your body is starting to get stressed. It's causing a stress effect into your adrenal glands, and you're causing your immune system to start going overproducing, and you produce less hormone production. So listen to this. Too much cardio causes adrenal fatigue, which causes lack of hormones, which causes the body to run more efficiently. So what happens is is you might be getting fat because you're decreasing your testosterone and your progesterone for too much cardio, and that's just what's happening with your body. So you might be a dog chasing the tail by doing all this cardio, hours of cardio a week, and you're not losing the weight, but then you're having sexual dysfunction and you're having these other issues with your body and brain fog and decreased brain and decreased thyroid problems. So stick with me on the next series because I'm going to talk about brain function, more about the cardio. But focus on this. Go get your cortisol checked and see if you're in adrenal fatigue. That could be causing your thyroid issue. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Dr. Robert Stein, Body Mechanics Series out.